Hello, and welcome to what will be a very simple, but I'm sure very effective introduction to our platform. We'll be discussing the platform both from a borrower side, but also from a lender side. So let's dive right into the first step, which is obviously registration. The first step once you get onto the homepage is obviously going to the top right and clicking that Get Started button. It'll take you to this registration page where you can enter your email and get a verification code before you create a password and complete the registration stage. Once you've registered, you'll then be able to log in with this said email and password. Remember to tick the Remember Account button so that you don't have to log in again next time. Let's look at the lender process of subscribing to a project. Again, from the platform, we're going to go ahead and hit Lending Pool. Then go looking at the issuing and the pre-issuance, we'll go find this loan that we just listed. From the lender side, you'll now be able to go and view details such as the total issuance scale, the minimum subscription, the APY, as well as the token symbol, which is broken down into a set formula of the maturity date and what type of bond it is. You can also see the address, the currency, and other relevant details. So we'll go ahead and press the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. This will take us to this page here where again we can see the details, but also enter our subscription amount of 1,000 today. You'll then see the total that we have to input and tick the box, subscribe, review the details, and finally press the subscribe button. This will take us to a contract where now instead of your name, you will be inputting your wallet address. This is a new update that we'll be launching along with the platform. You'll then be able to review the contract, sign the contract, and press next, which will be then doing the trading process. You will then have successfully subscribed to the project and will be able to view the details of the project that you just subscribed to, such as your quantity, your holding value, and the total value. You can then go back to the lending pool to look at other subscriptions you might be interested in. You can then click on this loan and see there's our subscribed amount, and you'll see in the portfolio the same thing. You'll see the portfolio balance and holdings, which is made up of this one subscription we've just made. Now let's look at what it looks like from the borrower side, starting with the qualified issuer application. So again, from the home page, we'll go into platform and then click Launchpad. You'll see we first need to connect our wallet, and so we can do that quickly. Once you've connected our wallet, we can then go ahead and click that Launchpad button one more time. You'll see that now we need to complete the KYC verification. So you'll be taken to this page where you need to enter your name, nationality, your type of ID, number of valid documents, as well as getting a one-time PIN via your contact number. Once you've filled in this form, you'll be seeing our waiting approval screen while we process your application. Once processed, you'll be able to click the Launchpad page and finally answer this questionnaire. This questionnaire will help answer a few questions about who you are and what you want to do with the platform, such as your loan amount, what assets you have, and some more information about them. If you have any remarks, you can also enter them in this remarks sector here and then confirm your application. Once your application has been confirmed, you'll then try and click the Launchpad and you'll see keep saying applying while we review your application. Once your application is successful, you'll be then sent to this screen where you'll be able to then register and finally be a qualified issuer. You'll be prompted to log in one more time before you can then launch a loan. So let's look at that process. Now that you're finally on the Launchpad, you can go ahead and see in the bottom left corner there's a Launch a New Item button. Once again, there is a very similar questionnaire, this time focusing on the loan you want, how much you want it for, the duration, and other things like that. Once again, if there are any remarks you'd like to enter, there is a remark section for you to do so. After we have contacted you and all the offline negotiations have been completed, you'll then be able to see your loan right here under RWA token. You'll see the reference number, the token name, the contract address, the symbol, the amount, and the status. You can hit the staking button to then confirm the mortgage. The status will change to processing while we list your token. So now let's go ahead and see the token under the lending pool. Once you hit lending pool, we'll go to pre-issuance and see our token right there. That's the exact one we were listed. So here you'll be able to view some of the details that you entered, but note you will not be able to subscribe to your own project, and so there's no subscribe button here. Looking back at the borrower side, how do you then redeem this money that has been inputted into your loan? So you'll go into your Launchpad and then click on the loan that we previously launched. You'll press the receive button and then sign a contract with your wallet address, not your name, as mentioned. If the total number of tokens sold does not reach 100%, the tokens that are not sold will need to be transferred to the borrower via the smart contract, and the borrower will then need to burn off these tokens before they can get their hands on the remaining portion that they are required to pay the lender. After burning the tokens, you'll then be able to redeem and repay the loan. And this is the end of the borrower side of things. The lender can now go and redeem their subscription. So going back to the portfolio, we can go look at our holdings, and you see under the projects, there is one that has the tab of open for redemption under its status. So we can go ahead in the bottom right and press redeem. Once on the redemption page, we'll be able to go ahead and press all to redeem all of it, confirm the redemption, looking at all the details, and then receiving our tokens. Once you refresh the page, you'll see that our total amount in the portfolio balance has gone down to 0 because we've received them into our wallet. That's all for today. I hope you have a good idea of how our platform works and feel a bit more familiar and comfortable investing in our platform, and we hope to see you try it for yourself soon.